All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lauren Reeves. I'm with the National Weather Service in Peachtree City, Georgia, and I'll be doing your weekly weather briefing this week for, it's actually Monday, December 30th, 2019. So the highlights, what we're going to get into this afternoon, basically we're going to have drier and cooler air filtering in behind the front that passed through the area this morning. Then after that, we're looking at seasonal and dry weather expected for New Year's Eve tomorrow and then New Year's Day. After that, we'll be looking at a cold front that's going to come through late week and will bring showers and thunderstorms to the area. And with that, we'll take a look at the potential for heavy rainfall. Then after that, we could see some clearing by the weekend. Let's go ahead and jump into our current conditions. So pretty much on the left-hand side, we've got a radar loop that went from yesterday evening around 10 p.m. through this morning around 10 a.m. We did have some precipitation move through the area, mainly just showers. And you can see the little orange boxes that pop up along the line are significant weather advisories that we had been issuing along the line. We had some reports of around 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts with that line coming through and some pockets of heavy rain. So for those who noticed the ground might have been a little bit wet this morning, that's what we had been looking at overnight. And then on the right-hand side, we have a surface map that also shows the radar. And so really not too much going on in our area, but you can see that cold front is analyzed across southeastern Georgia. And that was the cold front that pushed through earlier this morning and brought us those showers and isolated thunderstorms. And you can see the big low pressure system way to the north of the area. So just a quick summary as far as rainfall overall. We only had around up to an inch for some areas. Others saw a bit less than that. But what that ended up doing for our rivers was overall not too much. We did already have one river in minor flood. And as you can see just outside of our area, there are some other rivers that are also in minor flood as well, and some at action stage. So now just showing a loop of the satellite imagery. Overall, you can see pretty clear across our area. The clouds associated with the front are pushed off to the southeast as pretty much the area starts to clear out. And across northern and western Georgia, there were some lower clouds, but those have started to diminish as well as we get through the rest of this afternoon. Overall, the story for today is that we'll have some light west winds, which will bring us cooler and drier air through the day today. Here are our high temperatures, today looking at highs in the mid to upper 50s and into the lower 60s across central Georgia. Now, as we get into New Year's Eve, looking at tomorrow, our highs are a little bit cooler due to the cold front and drier air coming into the area. In the mid to upper 40s across the mountains, into the lower 50s across northern Georgia, and getting into the mid to upper 50s across central Georgia. And now taking a couple steps forward as we get closer to midnight. For New Year's Eve, we're looking at temperatures pretty much in the 30s and 40s across the mountains, with the low to mid 40s across northern Georgia and getting into the upper 40s across central Georgia. And then by the time we ring in the new year, this is looking at the overnight temperatures. So looking at Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, by the time you step out of the door, headed off to work, and all temperatures will be pretty chilly in the upper 20s in the mountains into the low to mid 30s across the rest of the area. Then if we take a look at New Year's Day, these are our max temperatures here. Overall, pretty much in the 50s across much of the area, maybe some spots in the 60s further south. But overall, these temperatures are pretty seasonal, pretty around normal, and we are expecting dry weather and for the most part, mostly clear skies. Just taking a quick look at the fire weather forecast over the next 3 days, Wednesday stood out as the day with having the lowest minimum relative humidity. So I included that here in the 30 to 40% range. But as far as the shorter term goes, looking at today and tomorrow, we do have some wind gusts possible over the area, pretty much in that 10 to 20 to 25 mile per hour range. But overall, we don't have any fire weather concerns over the next 3 days. Excuse me. Now, chances for rain will return late week as we have another cold front expected to move through the area. Our chances for rain begin to increase early Thursday morning, and then the graphic here on the far left is showing Thursday morning through Thursday afternoon and evening. We've got pretty good chances across much of the area for rain. And then as we get into Thursday night, we keep those pretty good chances for rain. So we're pretty much a rainy Thursday into a rainy Thursday night. And then as we get into Friday, those chances will go down just a little bit as that system starts to exit and that cold front starts to push through. But overall, we could have some thunderstorms on Friday afternoon. Excuse me. As far as the 7-day rainfall totals go, and this is going to mainly be just from that system I was just talking about on early Thursday through pretty much early Saturday. So the majority of this 7-day rainfall is going to be on Thursday and Friday. And currently we've got about 1 to 3 inches forecasted across the area, but these will be tweaked just slightly as we go and through the next few days and take a better look at the system. But overall, with this much rainfall, this is a good bit of rain, and we could see some localized flooding issues, especially across portions of northern Georgia. Now, just a quick look at the drought. We had really good improvement in the drought over the past few weeks, but as we go from last week to this week, which we haven't had a new drought monitor yet just because it's Monday, but looking at the last drought monitor, there is just a very small area of abnormally dry drought conditions across southwestern Georgia, and as far as north and central Georgia goes, complete improvement in the drought conditions. And with all the rainfall that we've been getting, it should at least stay that way for now. All right, so let's get through the summary and what we could expect after that. And I do see the question from one of our viewers. I'll get back to that as soon as I get through the summary. So overall, drier and cooler air filtering in behind the front that came through this morning. Overall, mostly clear and dry for New Year, but we will see increasing clouds as we get that system coming to the area early Thursday. Then we do have a late week cold front, pretty much Thursday and Friday, that will bring showers and thunderstorms to the area, and we do have the potential for heavy rainfall, which can lead to localized flooding issues, and it is possible. Although chances do taper off on Friday, there is some potential on Saturday that there is some wraparound moisture with this system. So I've been hearing some, talk of there being potential for snow. So we're keeping an eye on the temperatures and keeping an eye on the available moisture across the area. But at this point, we don't have any winter weather forecasted, but there is the potential. We'll just keep an eye on the temperatures and how cold they get across the north. Overall, we could see clearing by the weekend. Now, what I was just talking about would be looking more Saturday across the area, but after that, we should see some clearing. And this is what I was just mentioning, across the far north, Saturday, early Sunday. But overall, temperatures will generally be in the 50s and 60s through the rest of the week, with lows in the 30s and 40s due to the influence of the front, and then getting back into the 40s and lower 50s. All right, and with that, we'll take questions. Let me go ahead and end the recording.